All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So my question for you today is what are your limiting beliefs and how do we actually change them so that you can become successful? All right. So my name is Michael. Today I'm talking about part 4 of the master system, and it's a conversation on your beliefs. And this isn't some shallow conversation, right? You just gotta believe in yourself and you'll be successful. No, that's shallow, right? The truth is, what's happening, Colin? The truth is that you have limiting beliefs and they are stopping you from becoming wildly successful. And we have to start learning, okay, how can we question these beliefs so that, because at the end of the day, right, if they're not helping me out, then they gotta get the hell out of here. So that's the topic today. All right. So let's get to the basics, right? What is a belief? Right? What is a belief? Right? A belief is simply a feeling of certainty, right? Something that you are certain that you are, right? I'll put it like this, right? Imagine, do I have a table in here? I do not have a table. All right. I need you to imagine a table. And on the top of the table is the belief, right? It's that part of the table that you put your food on. And each of the legs are references, right? So you have different references that are going to help you, build your belief up. So if you want to develop the belief that you can pick up the phone and start dialing and you can actually talk and sell, well, you're going to need some references. So what could those references be? Well, maybe you sold something in the past. Maybe you communicated well in the past, right? So, these references will help you actually develop your beliefs. And it's really important to start looking out for what references do you have so that you can start showing up for yourself. And then there's many other things, right? It can be a negative belief. Maybe you have negative references. Maybe you don't think you're good enough to be successful. And you have all these references of situations where people may have told you, no, you can't do that. No, you can't have this. Oh, you're just simply not good enough. And so what you might want to do if you want to break those negative beliefs is start questioning those references. And that's going to be something I'm going to talk about in a bit, right? Questioning your limiting beliefs. So the next thing, and this is what really, our beliefs, like our belief system, or this is something that's encoded literally in your nervous system, and it controls literally our lives. So it might be wise to think, okay, how can I shift the beliefs that I have that aren't serving me? Now, the next thing that controls your life is your global beliefs. And basically what global beliefs are widespread generalizations, right? Maybe and here's where they come from. Here's where your global beliefs come from. It comes from pain and pleasure from your past experiences. So I'll give you an example, right? Maybe you started a couple businesses, maybe you started a couple side hustles and they didn't work out. But you simply, didn't do the right things with the right things in a certain way, and it didn't work out. So you associated maybe a lot of pain because like the business didn't work out, right? I'll tell you, for me, for example, right? When I started my first business when I was 19 years old, it didn't go as planned and it failed. And then I started a few other ventures and they may have failed as well. So I could have, if I didn't question my beliefs of whether it's possible to be successful, I could have made a generalization that business is too hard and it might just not work out for me, right? So that's what a lot of people do, right? They give up when the first idea doesn't work out, right? And simply because that they have this generalization that it's not for them. And now, obviously, this is a false generalization, right? Business is for you, and winning is obviously for you, right? There's no question about that. But here's the thing. Once you accept a belief, right? Once you accept a belief, it becomes an unquestioned command in your nervous system. So if you believe that, you could never start public speaking and that you're just way too scared to talk to people, right? All of a sudden, when you truly believe that, it literally becomes encoded into your nervous system and you never question that again. It's just part of your reality. And that's the thing, right? We have to understand that the secret is to question our limiting beliefs because, Tony Robbins says if you question something enough, right, all of a sudden you'll start to doubt it. So why would I question whether I can win? because then I might start to doubt it. Why not question why I'm not good enough, right? Because, I know for a fact that I can absolutely become successful, and I know for a fact that you can too if you question your limiting beliefs, right? Now, I want to shift gears, right, to the idea of, okay, how do we truly change a belief? Right? How do you change a belief? How do you change in this moment right now? Maybe you think, oh man, I gotta change. I gotta start doing my phone calls. I gotta start, really, working on my dreams. Right? How do I change in this moment? Right? I know I need to change. I don't want anyone else to change me. Right? The thing is, you change when you associate enough pain to this moment, or enough pain to anything. Right? Here's the thing about like being middle class and having a job, right? The thing is, a lot of people think it's nice. It's comfortable. They think, oh, this ain't too bad. I got enough food on the plate and, I'm living all right and healthy, right? And they don't have any levels of pain with where they're at. So they stay complacent because they think that it's going to be more painful to change than it is to stay the same. Now the secret, right? This is literally neuroencoding. The secret is that we have to associate enough pain in this moment where we're at right now if we want to actually change and become the person who we say we want to become. Right? So I have to realize, man, I'm still living at my parents' house. This fucking sucks. Right? I'm middle class and this is terrible. Right? I know that I have to get wealthy and I have to associate enough pain in this moment right now because truthfully, my life is kind of ass at this moment. And I better start doing the work to change it. And that's just that. Right? So it really comes down to associating enough pain to anything in order to change. But you have to get leverage over yourself. Now, maybe you decide, okay, I'm going to invest in some books. I'm going to, go to some seminars. I'm going to learn some things. Right? Here's the deal. New experiences won't change anything. Right? Maybe you decide to invest in yourself and go to, like a seminar where they teach you how to, build your business or whatnot. Right? All those new experiences, they won't change anything unless they cause us to question our beliefs. And that's key, right? It's all about, right? It doesn't matter what I do. If I question my belief about how successful I can become, that's the only time I will change. Because the thing is, whenever we believe something, we won't question it in any other way. And like I said, if you question anything enough, eventually you'll start to doubt it. And that's the goal that we want to get to, right? So the last idea that I want to share with you, right? Let's talk about, maybe you do have a huge goal. Maybe you have a dream or a vision and you just simply don't believe it, right? It's like, man, I want to do 1,000 live episodes. I want to become a paid public speaker. And it's a huge goal. Don't get me wrong. It scares the shit out of me. And I want it. But it's like, damn, like, I don't really believe that, right? I can say I believe it, but in my core, do I really believe it? No. But here's the thing. Here's how you believe something like that you said that's super huge, right? What is believable is small improvements. Right? There's this thing, it's called the principle of Kaizen. 0.1% better every single day. Right? Yeah. You know what? If I can start just showing up live today, I can do that. If I can show up tomorrow, that's possible too. Right? If I can show up, just one day at a time. Treat it like you're an alcoholic. Just show up one day at a time. All of a sudden, you start getting momentum. And then next thing you know, once you got all those episodes under your belt, it's like, damn, I'm really doing it. I got the momentum. I believe it. So the idea is like, even for your goal, because I'm sure it's probably a little bit different than mine, whatever your goal is, right, start with the small things. Maybe you can start just by waking up earlier. If you want to get up at 5 a.m. and you're getting up right now at 8 a.m., right, don't just shoot for, okay, you know what, I believe I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. and it's going to happen. No, wake up at 7:45. Wake up 15 minutes earlier. Wait, that's believable. Then once you get that under your belt, all right, 7:30. And you know where I'm going with this, right? Get the little things. It's the small improvements. Those are believable, right? Saying that I'm going to become a millionaire is unbelievable. You have no idea how that's going to happen. But if you can believe that, okay, let me just start by getting my mind right in the morning. Let me start by actually picking up a book and reading it, right? That's believable. And that's the key to changing your beliefs. So just to recap what I talked about today, right? We talked about beliefs. All beliefs is just a feeling of certainty. And we all have these generalized beliefs. And those general beliefs are just these global beliefs are just generalizations. Or generalizations that we made based on our past experiences of whether we associated pain or pleasure to something. And the secret, like the big takeaway from this live, is that the secret to changing a belief is you got to start questioning it, right? We want to question our limiting beliefs of we're not good enough. Oh man, I can't have this for X reason, right? We have to question that because that's simply, the more that you question it, you'll realize, oh man, this really ain't true. All right. And the key to changing in this moment, right? If you are on the edge, you're like, man, I kind of want to be successful, but it's not bad where I'm at right now. But the key to change is you have to associate so much pain to this moment right now that you actually realize, man, I better change right now or else like I'm screwed or I'm absolutely screwed. So that's the conversation today on beliefs. I hope you found this valuable. And what's happening, Sam? And with that being said, I will catch you all tomorrow. Peace out.